Ladies and gentlemen, Kusangpo, and welcome to yet another match day for the BoB Bhutan Premier League. Today is match day 62, and out here at UGYEN Academy football ground, we have UAFC facing off against TENSUNG FC. Both teams in a very, very fragile position at the table right now. Both occupy the relegation spots in 9th and 10th. 1 point separating the two. A lot to fight for going today. Ladies and gentlemen, here you have your Warriors, UGYEN Academy in blue and TENSUNG in red. Before we go to the national anthem, let's take a quick look over the starting 11 for both teams today. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Zhangpo and Bakon came a bit short of time, so let's take a look at the starting 11 finally. For UGYEN Academy FC, the lineup remains mostly unchanged except for the return of Santa Kumar Limbu up front and the suspension of Chinta. Then midfielder for the red card during their earlier face-off versus BFF. It is Hoshonyama on goal, Kanuanchu, their big magic drill on the wing. Richard Soel, Ronit Rai, Sonawanchu, Ngawan Tenzin, Ugen Chile, Sonawanchu Santa, and Pravin Urao, the starting 11 for UA under head coach Kinle. A lot to redeem for themselves, especially after that thriller in their last face-off. Had a goal from Kanuanchu that was disallowed. Not quite sure if it was an offside call, not quite sure if it was a push that was called on the big man. But his goal was denied, and minutes after, it was a response from BFF that took away their lead, took away their game. But TENSUNG, coming off of a defeat against Transport United, under head coach Kile starting 11 is Doji, their goalkeeper. Kilitsering, Jimmy Punso, Som Punso, Kinzan Doji, Likitanin, Sangiletro, Sangilegden, on top get Pelewanchu and Choki Wanchu. A completely different starting 11, a mostly different starting 11 for TENSUNG. A couple of names on the bench, Yogi Namgyal Kakasering, Chilawandi, and Karma Punso. Their go-tos on the bench, but hopefully they will be able to rely on the guys they have posted up right now to make sure that they have a decent look at hand today. Last game, not quite the worst, but at the same time, a lot they want to fix from that outing versus Transport United. 4-1 was the scoreline then. That one goal came in from their centre-back Jimmy Punso. And one of Transport United's goals came from Sonam Punso, their captain, with an own goal. Hopefully we see none of that, but the officials responsible for holding today's match down is Birman Limbu, the main referee, assisted by Tsering Punso and Pema. Fourth official for today, Pema Tsong. And your boy leading the commentary, Ugintashi Toji, to take you through the action today. But before we dive any further, a quick look at how the table looks like right now. For FC are the league leaders, 31 points. Timbu City, set back by that draw, will be down 4 at 27. Transport United that had the chance to overtake Timbu City, but a massive performance from the Thunderbolts, 3-0, shut down the Grizzlies' momentum. And with that, Timbu FC have climbed up to 4th place on the table, 19 points to their name, but 6 points away. Drukla FC and RTC right behind, 16 and 18. BFF and Tirang 7th and 8th, and TENSUNG 5 points, 7 points away from 8th place Tirang. And UGYEN Academy 4th place. So today a possible chance for UGYEN Academy to finally get away from that last spot in the table with that TENSUNG to kick it off. And it seems like Captain Sonam Punso is responsible for kicking it off. His national team call-up as a striker may prove to be useful today. Will we see the captain play up front for TENSUNG FC? That remains a question to be answered. Only the whistle remains to kick us off. And it seems like the answer will be yes. That backline without Sonapunso will see the Giant take advantage up front, Kanduwachu, with a literal tall task up. For the youngster, Sompunsa up front should be an interesting sight to see. Again, Tensung, that is the case I was talking about time and time again in every one of their matches. Despite their backgrounds with a more traditional style of play, their second half of the season has shown that they are a team willing to change, willing to adapt, willing to make the necessary sacrifices to adapt to the ever so changing, ever so competitive, ever so evolving league. But first of all, their defense put to the test. UGYEN Academy clean ball up. This is everybody. UGYEN Academy finding an unnatural sort of confidence. Their home crowd, their driving force always, but right now against Tensung, where they have their highest odds of getting a win in, are doing amazing pressure early on against Sangay Letro as he stumbled against Santa. Double team coming in steady. Tensung, a slip from their captain. Almost saw possession go the other way, but now Legden able to recover. Still Sangay Legden. No rush from the midfielder. Now all the way back, Jimmy. Here's Itoji. Tried to clear it off high, but UGYEN Academy able to find possession midfield. Sompunso taking it slow, getting himself in stride. Again, not the first time he's been in that position. His most recent call-up to the national squad, his participation down in Guwahati, saw him participate as a striker when the Bhutan football page uploaded the roster we had, showed Sompunso as striker alongside Tincha Gelson. Everyone was a bit dubious, but we did get to see him play. Came in as a substitution, came in as a forward, as a striker. Didn't really make the most of that opportunity, able to get himself involved in a lot of aerial duels, but none of them aimed towards the opposition post. Did leave him with a lot of want, a lot of need, and a lot of regret. Hopefully that is answered today. Jig drill. Santa, without Sompunso in the mix, nimble enough to get around most of the defenders. That backline for Tensung, who have an arduous task up without their captain in that back. Now all the way back. Fidra started his season off as a centre back, has shifted more towards his natural position as a right back, and that has caused a lot of wonders. Does have one of the biggest bodies in the UGYEN Academy squad. Has made the most use of it. But does have the decision making and the speed to operate more on the flank, as he showed right now. Clean pass up to Santa, who was unable to follow it up with a shot, but here's UA's possession still. Hectic first 4 minutes so far in the game. Could go both ways. Sangay Legden to take it away. Again, Tensung are operating without their typical forward lineup. Belden is there, but Kaka and Chilawandi on the bench. Hopefully that does give the rest of the remaining forwards a bit more confidence operating up front. As Kinzang, amazing cross, but no header. Follow-up comes in nonetheless. Sompunso the chance to get an early lead. Header placed it right inside the box, but no finish. Still keeps the scoreline level. Sangay Legden. Left foot comes in, but straight off. So it is. Well, Hotanyema gave advantage towards Kotuwanshi, who was not expecting that mistake from the young goalkeeper. Again, a closer look. The first proper effort of the day coming in from Tensung of all teams. You have to appreciate the evolution they were willing to undergo. Again, not a part many people will realize, but it is one thing to decide to adapt to a game, change your game plan for just one game, but it is one matter altogether to change your philosophy for the season. Hasn't paid dividends yet, but should sometime soon. Well, in the short option, plays it back, Kinza. Pravin coming in, gets a foot, throw in delayed, but it is Tensung still. There's the rooted part of the Tensung identity, not losing out in terms of physicality. Could be a chance early on. Punto posted up. Sheldon. Cross comes in, far out, header coming in, Punto, but not enough force on that, goes off the ground, which takes out the sting out of that shot. It will be Lochonyema's ball to take. Midfield in favor of Santa. Not coming in from the flank, but run it too far behind. Just provoked enough of a challenge there, but not enough to win possession back. Here's the dodges to take. 10 minutes so far, entertaining between the two. Again, a lot at stake. Bottom place doesn't really mean that they are the worst team in the league. Just that it has been difficult for these two teams to find wins. UGYEN Academy had the chance to overtake TENSUNG in their last game, but it was BFF that came out on top with their first win in quite a long while. UGYEN Academy now the chance to get theirs going today, but the same for TENSUNG. Both teams got their wins early on last time when both these two teams faced off over at Tenchaling at the MTC, the home of TENSUNG. It was UGYEN Academy that found the lead in a heavy torrential downpour. Even had to stop the game midway just so we had a better weather. But again, Punto able to get a header in, but unable to guide it towards the proper direction. And Santa will find that shot. First time around! Welcome back, Santa Kumalindu. And welcome back to UGYEN Academy. It has been a long time coming for the youth side. And look at the crowd with their cheers. Goals have evaded the prodigious talent up front. But that will not be the case for long. He's a dodgy and amazing shot stopper, but with that ball from Santa all the way up in the air, no chance even for Yeze Dodgy. And UGYEN Academy have the lead 9 minutes in. TENSUNG not letting UGYEN Academy rest. He is still erupting from the crowd here at UGYEN Academy, but TENSUNG not giving them a reason to sit and settle comfortably. Still too early, but look at that against Santa, one of the best finishing talents in the country, showing why he has the respect to his name. Completely earned, but right now UGYEN Academy has a job to do, defend. So far, Sompunto, the recipient of so many headers, but so far unable to get them going in the right direction. Hopefully something decent connects. Kanduk may have a decent challenge at hand. Cross is clean, header comes in from UGYEN Academy. It is picked off. Kinzang setting it up for Pravin, but Pravin last touch baited. Kinzang gets the throw in for Tensung. We are on pace for a high-scoring game coming in from UGYEN Academy. Hopefully that is the case. Now on the breakaway, challenge comes in clean. And Sompunto getting involved creatively. Challenge comes in strong against the big man. It will be Tensung's ball to take. "11 minutes in, UGYEN Academy, complete redemption from what was missing in that last game versus BFF Academy. No complaints with regards to that goal from Santa, who is looking to build upon his record again and again as that header sends it away. Jigger not strong enough to get past Pelin. Does have the frame advantage, but again, the military boy is always a hard challenge as Tensung delayed that attack long enough to buy some time to get back on defense. Melvin puts it up. Challenge comes in clean from Jimmy Hunter. Number 20 on screen, their lone goal scorer. Unless you count that own goal from Sompunto versus that 4-1 loss to Transport United. Does have a solid body, puts that to amazing use. But again, will that matter right now? Ukintile, one of UAE's big names in the squad, UT. To play top from a better angle, maybe Jigger. Just get a clean paint in. Who is able to knock that ball out, but UGYEN Academy's possession still. They do have options. UGYEN in the middle. Opts to send it back. And a retreat for UGYEN Academy. It is not really liking their odds. Hishitoga. Sompunto nimble enough to keep his feet active, but look at the separation. Just one touch created from Jigdral again. Would have been an amazing shot as well if Izzy had let it pass. Was aimed right for the inside of those side posts. Mongarpa. Intercepted by Kinzang. Throw in still for UA. Navin. He's possession alive still, but way too much power on that hit. It will be Tensung's goal kick. Not quite sure what is happening. It is a chaotic bit of pressure coming in from both teams. Some of the mistakes inside the first quarter of an hour. Sangilagdin. Often switchable. Way to get watching Namgyal, who is on the bench. Is responsible for carrying most of the creative load in the offensive part for TENSUNG. Right now, unable to get his passes straight, it will be Kandus. Santa, pressure may be enough, but just bounced off to Hunter. Belden's last touch. UGYEN Academy for the throw-in. Again, a bit of a chaotic stretch for TENSUNG's back line. They are doing well, holding on without Sompunso. That shot, not much they could have done to respond to Santa's amazing effort. But again, look at that. Not a shape we typically would have seen from TENSUNG at the start of the season. Started off with many players behind their own half, but right now, despite being on the back foot, they are still keeping the numbers they have up in front. A bit harsh on the challenge coming in from UGYEN Academy. Considering able to find a whistle. And TENSUNG's ball it is again. Pretty obvious goal there. UGYEN Chinle hanging on to way too much more than what is allowed at TENSUNG. Amazing judgment from Lochonyima. Despite the barrage, he was able to react just in the nick of time to bother that shot enough. The pressure is not that yet. Midfield for UGYEN Academy looking a bit spaced out without the involvement of Santa, but now Santa blessed with yet another opportunity. This is who picked it up. Robin coming in. Taking full advantage of the blind spot as UGYEN Academy are out for blood. Again, able to get it away. Santa has Pravin up, but opts to send it towards UGYEN Chinle instead. Nobody's ball in particular as it goes out for a throw in for UWay. Jigdral taking it quick. Pravin has Jigdral on the line, will opt to send it first, but blocked off. It will be TENSUNG. Kinza. A lot of pressure for TENSUNG. Despite their defensive capacity, right now, UGYEN Academy just too overwhelming. What have we here? Thought there would be a call coming in from the referee, but it was in fact a goal. It was in fact a goal from Salapunza. Properly warmed up after all those headers. Again, there was Kandu, in fact, it seems. And no chance for Pravin, no chance for Lochonyima as Sompunso set up with an amazing ball in. And the big man does well finishing the job. 18 minutes in and we have a response already. 1-1 the scoreline, we have a game at hand. An amazing turn of events. UGYEN Academy has Santa's goal nullified. Sompunso now on fire. Again, props to the amazing cross that came in. Just past Locho, just past Pravin, just where Sompunso was waiting. Back to square one, UGYEN Academy may not want to take any more risks. TENSUNG. Not the same team as the one that lost to UGYEN Academy in their first matchup of the season at Santa. A lot of pace for the forward. But way too hard of a wind-up. It will be a goal kick for TENSUNG. On screen, here's Torchi, one of the bigger names that have popped up onto the scene for his goalkeeping ability. Has met his match in Santa. Was out for a couple of games due to injury concerns. Maung Son stepping in, Som Lore stepping in time and time again as well. But UGYEN Academy's, the truly beloved, has always been Santa. One of their oldest players on the squad as well. So that does help out with the leadership aspect alongside Nyima. As TENSUNG gets a header straight in. It is Sheldon. Has Sompunta up in front. Sompunta still! What is Sompunta up to? Probably came into this match looking up a bunch of Erling Haaland highlights, and he is putting it into full use. Look at that again. TENSUNG just marvelous from Sheldon keeping that ball under control. Jigdrill sending that ball an unfortunate way, and Sompunta. Nyima, just lucky that shot was off target again. Was in amazing form to keep that away if that ball continued on down the ground on target. But again, this is football. 1-1 still without that shot falling in as both teams man down. But UGYEN Academy's down for a longer, cheeky tactical break. Couldn't have asked for a better performance out of these two teams. 21 minutes in. Again, this was the first goal of the match. 9 minutes in. Santa Kumar just clinical with how he finished that. Saw Sangiletro and Jungfunso closing in. Realized he did not have the time to take that further. But just look at the effort on the other end. Sompunta. Just amazing off of the setup from Likitanin. 1-1 the scoreline. And this came up for anybody to take. Seems like Khandu is able to walk. He is back up on his feet. Hopefully he is able to continue on with the game. Does seem like he will be able to do so. But with that, Nyima. 23 minutes. UAE's lead has since vanished, and with TENSUNG coming alive offensively, well, the next goal could be anybody's if they keep their forms up. It is a frantic battle between the two to keep possession alive in midfield. UAE's forwards especially having the better end of possessions against TENSUNG's defense, and right now the chance to get all their numbers inside TENSUNG's half. Jigdrill, their former captain, to set it all up. Can they find an opportunity? It is floated right up towards Torchi, who has no contest towards that ball coming in, and it will be thrown immediately the other way. But Hando able to place it away. UGYEN Academy, the numbers advantage. TENSUNG physical enough to bother that possession nonetheless. Jigdrill. Left foot takes it up, amazingly for Pravin. He has help in time to coming in. Pravin just first one up front. Curved it the other way. For no advantage for the home side. Not really a moment they want to regret that they lost, as this match has shown. These chances will come again and again for both teams, in fact. The only matter with regards to who comes out on top today is whoever's defense is able to keep their focus in for just long enough. Belden looking to make it dangerous. Cross comes in all the way over towards the other end. Beyond Sompunso, beyond Likitanen, it is Klochonyemas now. Once again, that comes in, but Kanta turned completely away from the net. Couldn't really put the power in, especially with the pressure coming in from behind from Kenza. Decent at least that he was able to at least get a shot out of that situation. Should be a good signs of things to come, but Santa pressure up again. Yezetoti again, those deliveries are not really the best from the goalkeeper. And enough pin gets it to a Sompunso. And now Tensung on the breakaway. Late challenge coming in from UGYEN Academy. Man down for Tensung.
Just get up! Oh my God!
Likitanen steadily getting back up. The tenacity from the military boys just amazing. Has always been their identity and they are not letting us down at all. Likitanen back up. In the meanwhile, a reminder to all our viewers, if you ever play football, do wear proper shin guard. Just so you come out walking out of situations like this. Sangaleg then. Brilliant ball in. Almost found kill it sitting, but just a tad too much power gets it towards Lochonyema. Sompunso trying to be cheeky. Lochonyema. Fair pressure from his side as well. Kando finds his former centre-back partner, Jigdra. From what to Kanta. Risky back passes coming in from both teams today. Did manage to get enough power there, but one short miscalculation, all it may take. Almost happened recently for UGYEN Academy. Sompunso just unable to put that ball behind net. Awkward finish as well. But right now, Kando. Advantage past the big man. Kilnitz hitting. Looking for a shot from all the way afar. Was a decent strike. Had the lift to bother Lochonyema just enough for the goalkeeper to get up in the air. Again, does have an amazing goal to his resume this season. Many may remember the first setback for BFF Academy, who faced off a draw with an amazing smasher blaster. Not quite sure what that shot would be called, but just put the entirety of his soul behind a close range shot that put it past Tor for BFF. Was their second goal of the season, I believe, for Tensung, following up on Chilne's overhead kick versus Transport United. But again, quality of football in Tensung is there. But as I've said again and again, the only matter when it comes to Tensung is whether they can find those options consistently. And right now they are showing that promise again. Miscommunication between Kelvin and Kilnitz hitting, both expecting each other to get at the end of that ball, but that clearance will set it all the way back. Chance for UA to get some numbers up, turn defense into offensive immediately around Tensung's box. Thrown away by UA. It is now with Ugintinle, who is setting up a left foot, caught the body in the way, and yes, this it will be for an easy save. Tensung. Short game and dangerous from TENSUNG. So many attempts coming up today. Now on top kick. Got off a powerful one too. Lochonyima grounded. Not quite sure if I had the judgment correct or was just frozen. But TENSUNG's corner it is nonetheless. Sompunto made it happen once. Can he make it happen again? Half an hour into the match, Sompunto drifting. Near post, but the delivery was far. On top did his well, trying to make the best out of the situation. Couldn't find the power to properly threaten Lochonyima's net. It will be a goal kick for the young UA goalkeeper. Decent chance for Ronit, but yes, as it is. And with Ronit out of the equation, a lot of space for the right back, who immediately decides to switch it over to Kinza. Play it long. Can he find a teammate? He does find Pelden. Tries to keep it clean, but the redemption is there. Recovery solid. Shove, not part of the plan. And a yellow card for UGYEN Academy for that challenge. But Pelden, want you. Again, just a bit reckless from UGYEN Chinle. Not really the malicious intent, but just reckless what it was. And it earns TENSUNG a decent opportunity. Last time around versus Drukpa, I believe. Sange Legden got his goal in from an amazing free kick delivery. Faked the wall, faked the goalkeeper for a far post delivery. Sent it short. Just went in. Maybe a bit far to attempt for the same piece of delivery, but it is a chance nonetheless. We do have now top it. Option off the wall. Sangin Ligden goes for it. Not proper attempt. Aim top corner. Lochonyima may not have gotten to it if that ball was on target. Again, just an amazing effort. May want to hunt for another opportunity again as Sangin Ligden is heating up. Not the most consistent of players, but is an absolute microwave. Doesn't really need many touches to get himself useful. And now Sompunto, one-on-one against Lochonyima. Sompunto tried way too much against Lochonyima. Had a successful dribble past the goalkeeper, but tangled himself up. Couldn't find a follow-up, and that was enough time for Hishet Tomel to clear it up. Sompunto. Again, last time Siddiqui, this time Sompunto. Defenders in this league just having way too much fun. Sange Ligden opens up an angle for Sompunto. A calm pass down left foot. Lochonyima follow up. Sange Ligden way too wild. Chances escalating one after the other. And TENSUNG goes off a marvelous stretch of possessions. Looking like a completely different team. TENSUNG today are just amazing. UGYEN Academy playing without Genta in midfield. Struggling a bit getting those passes up. They are relying a lot on their flanks to get opportunities for Santa. UGYEN Academy. Again, there's that difficulty in midfield holding on to possession coming into play for UGYEN Academy. Does make things a bit more harder, but again, not a challenge. They cannot get past without a bit of hard work. Vigil and Pravin on the right have found so much success penetrating. Ronit on the left as well. making so many stressful situations come out of nowhere for TENSUNG. Could be their secrets going for their next goal, but right now momentum is with TENSUNG. If they continue to build this up, build a volume of shots that they have been forwarding against UGYEN Academy, it will only be a matter of time before the military side finds one more before we reach the halftime break. There. Back out to Sangelegden, who has a lot of space inside the center circle. Ron is coming in from the flank, but that pass nowhere near his intended target. And UGYEN Academy blessed with the chance to get away on the counter. Santa. That pass way too far out. Here's a dodgy it is. 36 minutes on the clock. First goal came in from Santa, 9 minutes in. Double that time, Sompunto, the captain of TENSUNG, who has since been shifted from his centre-back designations over up front, may find a chance again. Sompunto, the chance to get one going. Shot goes up! What is happening today? Sompunto, the captain of TENSUNG, has found his second goal of the match, and TENSUNG now has the lead. And it wasn't a measly run-of-the-mill lucky goal as well. Knew what he was doing, denied the chance on the first, but technical enough to get around the defenders to set up a proper shot. Just amazing. From TENSUNG again, that shoulder made situation really difficult, but the second setup and the shot, just amazing from the big man. With that height, shouldn't really be moving around like that. But soldier for a reason, he gets the job done, and TENSUNG now up 2 against UGYEN Academy's 1. But to remind you of the context of this match, to remind you of what has been happening in this match, pressure has been going both ways, but UGYEN Academy the first to crumble, fell in chance immediately after, but Lotanyima does the job good enough to keep that ball away and to keep TENSUNG's third away as well. But again, after what I was talking about, pressure has been going both ways. UGYEN Academy has seen no shortage of effort from their own side as well. Just 1 or 2 more assists towards Santa, passes towards Santa, maybe enough to get them the opportunity. Santa set up again, just gets it all the way over to the flank, pin down, making a run for it. Challenge keeps it away from Santa and away from UGYEN Academy. UA does well, putting a bit of pressure off of their shoulders. But a look at that chance that followed up immediately after Sompunto's second goal. Bellin, an amazing run up front. A lot of places he could have sent that ball towards, but ended up sending it straight towards Lotanyima. Can't really blame him for that. In that tense situation, not much you can do. But it is still his first chance, his first shot of the day. So a lot remaining. UGYEN Academy still down by only 1, which is the deficit they can nullify first immediately. Kevin put that touch way too outside for his own liking. UGYEN Academy will get the possession nonetheless. Tight job for TENSUNG. They are dominant up in the air, but UGYEN Academy are very cheeky, are very nimble. Has gotten them a lot of shots. May look for that one again, responsible for setting it up. Number 8, against left for UGYEN Academy. There's the delivery. It is right past the door. He can't do on you. Sets it back. Now TENSUNG up there, pokes it away. seems like it will be an advantage for UGYEN Academy. Was that challenge from behind that came in from on top there? Outside the D area, it will be a chance UGYEN Academy will look to relish. Santa and Noah, UGYEN Chile, stepping up to take that opportunity. Looks like it may be Santa who is prepping to take up on that challenge against Hizitoki. We may look to play towards Pravin if we can find some separation. Ronit as well. It is Chigdral posted up against Peldin. A lot of probable targets. A direct shot reasonable as well. An absurdly tall wall with Ponsa in the lineup. Santa measuring his chances. Right foot may be more favorable, but it is set up for again. Blocked off by Ponsa. UGYEN Academy trying again, but no luck as Peldin smashes that ball all the way away towards Ponsa. This time, header, accurate. Mawang has Kinley, but nobody on the right. UGYEN Academy forced back into a throw-in. And with that, it will go all the way back to Nyima. But it seems like we have a substitution coming. Jamyang Himbit has made his appearance for UGYEN Academy. UGYEN Academy. The chance from the corner. Last 2 minutes inside the first half. They do have Santa with a bit of separation. Delivery is low towards the side of the net. No chance created. It will be TENSUNG who will get possession back without much of headache. UGYEN Academy may get that chance to nullify the TENSUNG lead before heading into the second half. Gosden. Santa was right there. But seems like he was a step short. Again, immediate impact from Jamyang Hinduk Cheda, Santa and Pravin. Both in the way that pass just far forward. More closer towards the goalkeeper than towards his own strikers. And with that, Khandu sends it back towards Chigdral. Enough space there. Look at that composure again from the big man. Last minute of play, Sochonyima. TENSUNG has a chance. Peldin up front against Khandu. Shot comes up, but it is straight towards Khandu. Follow up. Chokiwanchu whips one in, keeps it for Legden, who sends it to the moon again. Again, Sangil Legden by no means a poor player. He is a very, very good play. It just goes to show how difficult that shot from Yuta Mishima for Paro versus our Muslim just was hard to get the timing correct on such volley attempts. But right now, Kevin. 3 more minutes. Cleared off by Kimi Puto. UGYEN Academy's possession. UGYEN Academy's throw-in. Right in front of their home crowd. Can they silence TENSUNG again? We had the lead, but right now TENSUNG's pitch has been for the last 10 minutes. UGYEN Chile winding up, no space, Kevin instead. Too many bodies in the way, but UGYEN Academy able to keep possession nonetheless. UGYEN Chile finding space for Tigral, but it is towards nobody. Once again, for UGYEN Academy, they threw away their earlier chance. This time may not want a repeat of that. Shot comes in direct off the crossbar and back. UGYEN Academy really excellent at hunting second opportunities, but this time that rebound way too much for everybody. And now Tigral the counter try again on the right, but way too hard on the hit. It will be his to take in the lead. Just look at the calmness from UGYEN Chile. Very strong on the shot as well, and able to keep it on target too. Last 30 seconds of play, Kenza. Man down for UA, and a chance to get the last play of the game for UGYEN Academy. There was the play that warranted the whistle on Sangaleg then. Now out of time, this will be the last play of the game. Can UGYEN Academy find a response to go with a much more lighter load to bear into the half-time break? UGYEN Chile again, excellent in his first delivery. This time looking to set it up. It is right inside for Santa! Off the crossbar and out! Did well with the momentum he was working it, but as always, very hard. Just look at the sheer technique on the pass. The confidence on the attempt as well from Santa. Just unlucky it does not go in. Amazing technique again, the pass. Just wow. Now out of time. Now with the whistle, ladies and gentlemen, we enter the halftime break. TENSUNG leading 2 with goals from Sonam Ponso, the centre back who has for today been posted up in the striker position and has done an excellent job. The opener from Santa for UA, giving them their lone goal of the first half. But with that, so far the match has been excellent. The match has been amazing. Both teams not denied pressure. Both teams not denied chances. Hopefully that is the story again in the second half. But right now, it will be the break. See you guys when we're back in action in the second half.
Niye değil mi?
Ladies and gentlemen, good Sangpo, and welcome to the second half out here at UGYEN Academy. This is UA in blue versus TENSUNG, the two teams in the bottom two spots of the BoB Bhutan Premier League 2026 season. The scoreline right now stands UA 1 with an opener from Santa Kumar Limbu 9 minutes in, but a double-bladed response from Sonam Punto, the captain centre-back who has now been posted up in front as a striker, has scored on 2 goals in to give TENSUNG the lead, and that may be extended immediately after the restart. But despite the elevated heart rates all around the pitch right now, Sonam Punto will not find a shot against Hochonyema. But it is TENSUNG still in possession. 30 minutes in, already a jump scare coming in from TENSUNG, who seems to have made their mission clear for today. Get as many shots up as possible. Trust in your abilities, and right now, that has been the case. Vicious Popper forced to intercept throw-in for TENSUNG. At this point in the match, realistically could go both ways. UGYEN Academy have been finding shots of their own. Some are keeping it in for a follow-up from long top gear, but the second time this has happened, an awkward left foot up in the air without much power properly threatened Hochonyema. Again, as I was saying, UGYEN Academy has found their fair share of chances. Santa able to head it towards, yes there. Off of that clearance coming in from Lekitandin. And it will now be Sangye Legden. Punto. His impact just measurable today, let alone his goals. His involvement in midfield as the glue guy connecting passes between his wingers and midfielders have been just immaculate. Couldn't have asked for a better performance from their captain, especially coming off of an own goal, which is now a distant memory of the past. Was their most recent match too, but again just speaks to the volume of effort he has made today. Back and forth between the two teams. There's 3 possession goes towards UGYEN Academy. Close score for TENSUNG, but it is almost finishing able to find advantage, but doesn't really last for long. And now it is the other way. Santa inside the box, does stumble, but shielded away proper. It is the pass now out towards Chile, who will let one fly. Had the velocity to get some moves and out from the crowd, but not on target. It will not matter. Lekitandin. Again, a bit of flair coming in from Chile, but that pass never came with the width it was intended to bring. Is it Doji buying a couple of precious seconds? UGYEN Academy are down by 1 right now. should be a realistic possibility to see a response sometime soon. Doesn't really feel like this match will end with a total of 3 goals from both sides. The only question right now is when. Kinza. A bit more forgiving from the side of TENSUNG towards UGYEN Academy especially. Early on in the first half, it was TENSUNG that came up with a lot of meaningful possessions. UGYEN Academy really had to struggle to get their chances up. But no longer the case right now. TENSUNG a bit frantic with their clearances, a bit desperate with how they send that ball up front. Hopefully they are able to keep themselves well attuned to the pace of the match so that eventually when they get their ball up front to their forwards and midfielders, they are able to take full advantage of the chances as Sompunto is unable to find his teammate up in Ngawa. And now chance the other way, Mongarpa able to fight hard enough. But for the challenge, it will be possession the other way for TENSUNG. Santa. No advantage pass tangelik din. TENSUNG forcing steady progress over on the flank. Challenge comes in clean. UGYEN Academy are able to get a deflection. Pass does not get towards the intended target in Somwachu. Is there? Buying a couple of seconds before his side, Santa stepping up to deny the opportunity to shave those seconds off every little second, every major minute. This time they could spend putting up shots against his coaches. UGYEN Academy may want to get their tempo up a little bit. Pandu, the second time his clearance has sent possession back. But then you're not able to recover in the nick of time. It is a header from Kille. TENSUNG does not find a target at the end of that high ball. And now UGYEN Academy. A series of successful connections finds a clean pass over to the other end. Ron it dry. Has been flagged.
What is this behavior, referee?
Decent possession up front, but TENSUNG they're still getting no touches. It is UGYEN Academy that has put up the most pressure here in the second half. There was that one chance early on where Sompunto could have taken that shot first time. Hopefully that is not their last chance for the second half. Because right now they are playing a brand of football that they haven't played season long. UGYEN Academy as well, seeing the promising return of Santa back to goal-scoring form, should give them hope for the games to come. But for this one, they will not want it to end yet. 5 goals to Santa's name for his campaign thus far. Yeah, UGYEN Academy the chance to set up one more chance. UGYEN has been amazing sending those balls out long. This time it is across the R after. This time it is Mongarpa setting it up. UGYEN Academy plays it low. Not quite sure who the final touch was from, but that was nerve-wracking indeed. Jigdral able to find a slight opening that opened up. Sompunzo seems like it was his, quite reminiscent of that own goal versus Transfer United, but lucky for him, this time he is able to clear it away from Yesetoji. But now opens up another chance again. Cross is far out, header brings it right back, but straight towards Yesetoji it is. Slight bit of issue at hand for the referee to do it. None. For Pravin, but the run started way too early. TENSUNG's possession, it goes back to. On the breakaway. Santa Kumar Limbu, able to put a foot out just in the nick of time to send that ball out, but the centre back is down for TENSUNG. Finally back in play. May have been a bit cheeky from TENSUNG. They did get enough time for them to get a bit more numbers out back to help out defensively. Does well defending the first 15 minutes on the clock. UGYEN Academy now with yet another corner. Haven't found the success they wanted, but those setups from UGYEN have been of surgical precision. Hoping for one more, he does play it back instead. Amazing separation again. Right foot finds a body in Kinbang. Try again. Close, but no cigar. It will be Yesetoji's goal kick for TENSUNG. UGYEN Academy ever so close again to finding a response. Sompunzo making waves in. It is kept Under control, Lekitandin setting up Kinle. Right hand side, no! TENSUNG have extended their lead. That left foot did not work for Nawang Toge for so long, but this time, the right gets the job done. 59 minutes in, and UGYEN Academy are down by 2. Again, just look at the succession of passes. Ochonyema guessed wrong, and punished he was as Nawang Toge gets the third goal to go in for TENSUNG FC. There is still half an hour for UGYEN Academy to work their magic. 18 minutes, all it took between Sompunso's first and second goal. So realistically, UAE could pull off the same as well. 9 minutes it took, in fact, for them to get their first from Santa. But right now, TENSUNG just being amazing. Winning here will not take them away from the relegation spot down at 9th, but it does bring them ever so closer to Serang. And that narrowed gap and that bit of hope may be all that TENSUNG is banking on as UGYEN Academy. Lekitandin. Letro Kinle, Leki. Back out. And now cleared out. Sompunso up front, unable to find advantage. Pass BoB, and it will be a throw in for TENSUNG. Again, just look at the height difference between number 12, Vijay and Sompunso. But out of that situation, it was still BoB that managed to come out with an error. Amazing effort from the youngsters. Here's there. Very accurate with that pass. Left possession taken by Nawang Toge to set up a run on the right. But too hard on that pass. It will be UGYEN Academy for the throw-in. TENSUNG may do well to put up a press on that throw-in. Does come for a flick past the halfway line. Legged in. Ella keeps the throw. Stange Letro. Run it dry. Back out to Ezetoji. Amazing cross coming in, was headed straight towards the teammate posted up inside the box, but it was TENSUNG who got the better end of the read, as it will now be a throw-in that seems for TENSUNG. UGYEN Academy off with that one touch. Decent vision on the setup. They will go back to Kando. Again, nimble footwork from the midfielder. Mountains it up. BoB over to TENSUNG. BoB still taking no risk this time around. UGYEN Academy on the back foot. The entire first quarter of an hour of the second half belonged to UGYEN Academy, but right now, TENSUNG with that goal from now Toke has snatched momentum right back. Kando. Again. Forceful over to the left. Able to find Ronit, but again flagged up against UGYEN Academy. Legged in, right inside, amazing save from Ochonyema to keep away TENSUNG four, but he will have to work again because that ball came just right. Crossed the box and it has been stolen away by Ronit Rai. A solid bit of defense and now immediately back on the counter. Blazing hot they are. Having the numbers advantage, but Santa just threw that chance away. His touch has gone horribly wrong in the last couple of possessions. Santa. has taken himself out of the equation. The first to kick it off, Pravin. The first to respond chance maybe for Santa. Blocked off, here's the out. Cannot get the pass out. Goalkeeper off his line only. The touch remains, but TENSUNG man on the line sends it all the way back. UAE's defense, a hectic possession as UGYEN Academy, seeing that the goalkeeper was off his line, tried to find a forceful shot, but off balance and not much they could have done. Jamyang Hinduk to cap it all off. Lost his balance, ball set up too far forward. And it seems like there is the sub being made. Ronit Rai is being taken out for Ngawang Sonam. While Santa was out, we did see the number 11 step up in that forward row. And right now, hoping his skills will contribute a bit more help towards their build-up. Ronit, very capable as well. Did see that one amazing left-footed volley from the man that may possibly contend for goal of the season alongside the likes of Fintigel's knuckleball free kick, Sliki Jawara's bullet, both of them in fact, and a couple more, which I can't name off the top of my head, but right now, again in possession. UGYEN Academy setting up space right in the middle, but then too many bodies in the way. UGYEN Academy, can they find at least a shot out of the situation? Pravin, left foot, kept under control. Shot may come in from UGYEN. It is a pass straight towards Jigdral. In fact, was trying to send it towards Pravin. Just unfortunate, Jigdral was right in the way of that pass. And Mongarpa able to recover. Bangsalam, his first possession of the match, ends up with a right foot. Amazingly floated. Straight in. A bit of a deliberation from the referee. Yellow card on Sange Leto. Tension escalating between the two teams. UGYEN has not been liking the pressure coming in from TENSUNG all game long. Seems like it will be a yellow card coming in for Sange Legbin, but the referee is holding on to the yellow card for now. A huge chance at hand again. A closer look at the possession. Stepping up for the penalty, Santa Kumar Limbu for UGYEN Academy. Despite being a 2-goal deficit right now, 1 goal will make all the difference in their momentum, in their confidence going forward. Sange Legbin trying to throw Santa off of his game. Is it Toji? He wants a couple more too. Santa, one to his name here in this match. And the entirety of his home crowd will be wanting one more from the forward. Is it Moji? His shot stopping ability may be put to the test. It is a penalty, but off the side for Santa, misses. Not quite sure if there was a hand on the ball from Yezid Doji, who had the shot read like an open book. But Santa missed. Should be a huge blow to morale for UGYEN Academy, seeing that God-given chance go down the drain, especially from a guy like Santa. But again, Santa really hasn't had the best second half. So many bad touches from Santa, but again, he is the guy to rely on again, as another chance has been denied by Toji. Awkward landing, and the goalkeeper is in pain. Again, another chance met by a marvelous effort from the TENSUNG goalkeeper. Heroics in both ends of the ground for TENSUNG. Up front, the Bhutanese Van Dijk, somehow with 2 goals to his name today, on the verge of a hat-trick too. And on the other end, is Toji, single-handedly shutting down so many chances. A look at the penalty against Santa. Again, props to Eze for getting the read. Just amazing on that penalty. UGYEN Academy, their story may not end just yet. Pravin with a marvelous burst of space down on the right, but loses out in the physicality department, and possession is for TENSUNG off of an easy shoulder. TENSUNG had a shot coming in from now on top. Gets looked at late. Challenge came in clean from UGYEN Academy, who did well holding on. But again, being at the receiving end, there were so many shots from TENSUNG, not where UGYEN Academy wants to be. They may want to get a couple of clean possessions up front to hopefully force momentum away from TENSUNG, who are enjoying their fair share. As again, able to win a whistle. So far, the most impactful player in this match has been UGYEN Chile. So many amazing passes from UA's number 8 that did not show up on the stat sheet because Santa could not finish the job. Hopefully, number 8, UGYEN Chile, remains encouraged, does not get discouraged, my bad, and is able to continue on with the consistency he has been showing today. Had one amazing free kick that came off the crossbar in a bit of an unlucky moment. Will try his luck again off the side post. The hero of the game. Punta missing the clearance. UGYEN Academy will get their second. A remarkable turn of events has brought the deficit down to only 1. Again, just look at that free kick, that consistency, that ability from UGYEN Chile on full display. Is it past that? Now out of the equation. Header came in off the crossbar. I do believe it was done and ended with the first follow-up. And Santa, his poaching instincts, just amazing. And with that, momentum has been snatched away. This game could go both ways, but UA is still down by 1. A completely different story by now had that penalty gone in. But again, a closer look at that free kick, just simply amazing. That first follow-up and that second from Santa. It was almost cleared away by Storm Punso, but again, his disastrous spell from his last game against Transport United still following in his footsteps despite the 2 goals he has scored already. And now Storm Punso seems to have joined their efforts defensively. Pravin launches one out, but got a body. It will be a corner for UGYEN Academy. With that substitution for TENSUNG, Jimmy Punso is being taken out. UGYEN Academy get a shot from far out and it will go over the crossbar for no advantage return. Last quarter of an hour remain here in this match. TENSUNG looking to seal the deal, but committing entirely to defense may not be the option they want to do so. Time and time again, we've seen so many disappointments coming in with teams trying to post up with a 1-goal lead. TENSUNG. Possession all the way down on the line, but challenge came in strong. Goal kick it will be for Hochenyama. Academy comes down on the flank, cross comes in, but blocked off again. Sangel Hedro sends it out for a corner for TENSUNG, UGYEN Academy. Again, his deliveries may be key to find the response and possibly the equalizer. That will start up ahead, but this time, clear off, but it is straight towards the Mongarpa. Off target is the Toji Series. Close calls coming in both ways. Not quite sure who will still get to enjoy the sweet taste of victory at the end of this match. Both teams fighting for a crucial escape out of relegation zone. UGYEN Academy right now 4 points, TENSUNG 5 points. A win for UGYEN Academy means they finally escape out of last place. A win for TENSUNG means that they go just that much more closer towards Sirang, who are right up at 8. UGYEN Academy. TENSUNG steadily recovering. That shot may be enough to warrant a whistle from the referee. Yellow card locked and loaded. Tokiwashi, the recipient for that challenge. And UGYEN Academy now have a proper advantage again for UGYEN Chile. TENSUNG just awaiting the crowd manifesting a proper effort from the light that UGYEN Chile has signed out today. Has the power, has the technique, has the precision as well to make it very, very dangerous players there. Despite intervention from the referee before we resume the free kick, and now we are good to go. Clear for takeoff. UGYEN Academy launches one off high. Is the Toji able to grab it? Again, just look at the accuracy. Did not really have the power this time. Man down. UGYEN Academy, Sange Lekden may want to be careful. So much tension already here in this match between the two teams. It seems like it is serious for the captain of TENSUNG. Closer look at the challenge from Punso. Not really much he could have done to avoid that situation. Hopefully the captain is good to go. In the meanwhile, here's what the Burmese Van Dijk has done in this match. Just amazing connection on that first goal of his, and this amazing technicality on the second. Both amazing goals. Hopefully he is good enough to come back in. The TENSUNG will play on right now. Looking to take the pressure off of that back line of theirs. But unable to hold on to possession for long. It is UGYEN Academy with a narrow escape. Kandu. Victrell and Hendro. Too heavy of a touch. And not too heavy of a collision from Kandu. Watu unable to keep himself under control. Way too reckless with how he just jogged into Belden. The earlier collision with Kandu, much more understandable. Much more of a fairer fight that time. This time, just being reckless. Tensions escalating here in this match, but not in a good direction.
I don't think there is.
6 minutes remain on the clock. Tensung's ball to play. Send long immediately. UGYEN Academy's header keeps it in midfield for UGYEN Academy, but it is quite a precarious position to be in. So Kiwanchi stepping up, putting in enough of a challenge to delay that attack, and now Sangalegdan in the way. Peldin looking to clear it off. Chance for Tensung. Did not find much success. Not really the best of decisions coming in. Trying to escape again, UGYEN Academy. It is against a very compact pass from Tensung, but Robin space is enough to find a run down a right, but that cross in the end of his teammates will be Tensung's possession. Much to the dismay of the crowd, it seems as well. Last 5 minutes of action should get a proper stoppage time. Lovely bit of setup, but ain't able to power that ball, and the goalkeeper seems like he is down. Visitoji still down. Tensung struggling with injury concerns right now. It is taking their peak capacity out of the question. An amazing bit of display of sportsmanship there from Santa, helping Yeze tie his shoelaces. Does show good signs, does show promising signs for the match. We have remaining 87 minutes and should get into time for additional time. Right when we reach the 90-minute mark, but right now game could go both ways. Somehow, UGYEN Academy still able to find promise at the end of that. Hail Mary coming in from the big man, and now UGYEN Pilla. Given plenty of respect by Tensung, who come in. Line feeding for the set from the midfielder shot, and now Yima looking to respond in kind over on the other end. Scoreline still 2 for UA, still 3 for Tensung. 88 minutes on the clock. Tensung taking away possession from UGYEN Academy. A clean escape from Kenza, and now Peldin finds Sangaleg, then exploiting space in the middle. Long turn. That comes in tight, but not much wrong. Last minute of regular time, UGYEN Academy trying their best to stay alive and find an answer to at least share a point with Tensung. Strong enough to shield away the run that came in to get possession back for Tensung, but Yima able to get that ball out. Come on, Chip. Runs it over. Just on up, plays it in the middle. That's unfortunate. Pandu, third time is missed the clearance. And now a breakaway. Now on a match up against the captain. Cross comes in. Clear off, and Sompunto able to head it away for a bit more time. Six more minutes of additional time, and TENSUNG back in possession. Shot from afar, but no touch is a dodgy. TENSUNG launching it up front, open possession. What a shot up. It is a clash against Pori, which ends up with Hochonyima. UGYEN Academy on the left, promising. Now on Sonam, a lot of options this time around. Has the shot pass to work again. Taken away in midfield again. Still UGYEN Academy, a hectic possession. Narrow escape. Does find Mongapa. Fast fade up for Sompunto strongly up, and here's the Toji coming in just in the nick of time, and the goalkeeper is down again. Santa no advantage, not a deep wrong. Those are that came in from the captain and the goalkeeper. UGYEN Academy still down by one. With that, Yevgeny back up on his feet. May have bought UGYEN Academy a couple more seconds. At the end with the referee's mercy, but it is possession back for TENSUNG with Academy's first job. Win possession back. TENSUNG inside dangerous territory, able to dribble past. Press on up. Cross comes in, far out, header. Able to keep it alive at least. Can they get that far? Oh, not quite. So Kanuatu. Large performance from the defender, taking that ball away for one more chance up front, but it is stolen immediately away. A response comes in, but it is way too wild. Sompunto. A minute and a half remain. Header flicks it back. Contested. In front but not enough to see the finish through. Pravin taken out of possession. Sangiletto. Deflection. Right towards Sangiletto, who clears it off. UGYEN Academy. 3 defending 2. UGYEN Academy. Able to dribble pass and a clean pass towards the middle. Gets them. Place to plant a proper pass in, but it is the turnover instead. Sangiletto. Not enough pace from Unauthorized, who had the third goal for TENSUNG, which has given them the comfortable lead right now. Half a minute left to close the job. Sangiletto. Touch takes him away from the defender. Try the through ball towards Tessalon, will not be enough, and now UGYEN Academy the chance to get the last laugh for the match. Pravin down by Kinza. It will be Ezetoji's ball to take. TENSUNG's goalkeeper. He's a calm one in towards his wing back. Pravin able to put his body on the line. UGYEN Academy. Last 10 seconds. May want to blitz it, but possession ends. And TENSUNG with the ball. All they have left is to hold on until the referee decides to blow his whistle. Can we see one more effort up front for TENSUNG? Unauthorized able to play a clean pass up, and a solid run it is following it up. Unauthorized gets set up, turn around, right foot is the feint, still able to hold on to possession, but not quite so on the follow-up. UGYEN Academy plays it up to Pravin. They have the chance to close it up. Pravin, a lot of options, get to a touch. Kata ever so close, will not find success with that touch as Laser is in pain again. Again, amazing run. Kinza. Gamble lost. Pravin inside, and Sadat just unfortunate. Way past the allotted 6 minutes of stoppage time, but again a lot of injury. And extra time as well, so that may be taken into account for the referee. But in the meanwhile, just look at that missed opportunity. UGYEN Academy are playing well. May get a couple more chances from the referee. We are at his mercy. TENSUNG possession. A lot of space over on that left side for Pelin. So Pelin, cross comes in, clear off by Kando. It will be a corner for TENSUNG. TENSUNG, make it shot. No rush for the side that is in the lead. Make it time in. Looking for the shot, but UGYEN Academy able to put up a challenge in the nick of time. And with that whistle, this game will come to an end. An amazing brace from the Bhutanese Van Dyke, the captain of TENSUNG, Sanam Punso, and the finisher from Unauthorized gets the job done despite amazing heroics coming in from the side of UGYEN Chinle and his squad in UGYEN Academy. 2 goals, unable to get them the result they want. It will be a loss for today. A marvelous fight, a marvelous match, but in the end, there could only be one winner, and for today, it will be TENSUNG, who will separate themselves finally from UGYEN Academy, still at 9th, but much closer to Tirang as they end this match. 3 points taken. TENSUNG 3, UGYEN Academy 2 will be the result for today. what a performance we saw from all of these players. Just unfortunate that Santa couldn't find the efficiency up front. But again, that is football after all. Can't have everything going away. Can't have everything going your way. And on the other end, you have guys like Tom Punto who came out with an amazing performance up front. But that will be how the match ends today. Thank you to our audience for tuning in. Much love for all the support. Much love to our sponsors, Bank of Bhutan, for making this tournament possible. Much love to our beverage partners, Coca-Cola, our Indian partners, Bhutan Telecom, our clothing partners, Hummel. And do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do go give our pages on Facebook a follow for updates, information, and news, as we have many major international tournaments coming up right and home soil. So until the next match, this was your commentator. Thanks for having me. See you guys when we're back in action again.